Shit. Live, man. Realtalk No BS. What's up, y'all? Everybody doing their thing up in this piece? Yeah, man.
I shine at the reverend. I shoot at the reverend. What the fuck is he talking about? Oh, man, that nigga. What you say, he's melodic?
Yeah, he's melodic.
You right.
I give him that.
He is, man. Who we in here with, man?
Shout out to you, brother.
Jhase Kennedy, man. What's going on? One and only.
Hey.
Jhase Kennedy. Should tell me where you from, brother.
Originally from Shreveport, Louisiana, but I moved to Dallas in probably 7th grade, man. And so I've been in Texas for a while. Went to high school in Austin, and went to college in Corsicana, and then came back to Dallas.
You been floating around,
no bad.
Yeah, I've been everywhere.
He said, no, man.
Getting knives from everywhere.
So when did you get in your ground on the rap game, man?
Probably like 07, man. I was 17 at the time, and I had just got my GED from high school or whatever.
Oh, really?
And I had met a guy by the name of Cutter C. Shout out to Cutter C. And he had a song called I Can Ask back in the day. And long story short, he kind of when I moved back to Dallas, he kind of just took me in his wing. Yeah. And by the time he did that song had actually popped. So he just took me on the road with him, and YouTube took off with it and all that. And so after that, it kind of just planted the seed. After that, I was just doing myself.
What was your inspiration? And you know what I'm saying? You forming your style and everything.
Inspiration? I'd say the earliest inspiration would probably be Usher.
Oh, a new one.
Yeah, probably Usher. Usher was like the first.
That's new to me.
Usher?
I mean, I'm saying it's new to me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, besides Michael Jackson, but like me being, I'm 24, so I knew Michael Jackson, but like, Usher was like my Michael Jackson. To watch him go from what he was to singing and dancing and moonwalking and whatever he was doing, that was like my current Michael Jackson. So that was my first inspiration.
Okay, question. Best dancer, Usher or Mike?
Wow.
Mike.
Come on now.
Hey, some people say Usher.
Blasphemy.
I say,
no. It's blasphemy.
No. Hold on.
That's blasphemy.
Hold on. It's cats say Usher better than Mike.
I'll slap him for him, but the nigga heavy-handed. The nigga heavy-handed, so I'm not gonna touch him.
I can't, no.
I said I wasn't gonna touch him.
Don't slap yourself.
He might not be interviewing this.
But no, real talk, it's other people think Usher.
Bam, bam.
I mean, without the talking to other cats, some people think Usher.
Who said Usher?
Yes, cats.
Who's cats?
Hey, what kind of cats?
Cats.
He said cats.
Yeah.
The fuck out of cats. Alley cats. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Usher cuss a nigga out behind that. Nigga, Mike dance better than me, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
That's the debate, ladies and gentlemen.
Ain't no debate, man. It's bullshit.
And don't forget, Mike stole all his moves from James Brown.
Yeah, true.
He ain't still out of it.
His moves, James Brown.
Yes, he did. He said it himself.
James Brown didn't moonwalk.
No, I'm talking about the shuffle of feet.
Most of his moves came from James
we just got
Brown.
to a quick debate.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I gotta go see the movie too.
Get on up.
Get on up. Hey. Dude did his thing, I heard.
Yeah, he did, and he's going for another movie. Something I heard.
But you ain't gotta say stole like, making Mike sound like a thief and shit. The doctor stole his life. And that's fucked up.
Mike stole his own life. Death and drugs.
Oh, man.
Come on, man.
Let's get back to the subject again. My bad. You see, when you say Michael Jackson in here, you're going to have over the whole debate. Yeah, bro.
I see it.
But Mike,
he said, I see it.
But anyway, I heard you be balling.
Oh, yeah. On 2K and off 2K.
Oh.
Everybody want to know. So yeah, we balling.
That sound like a challenge, bro.
It is. Anybody want
to put the camera on yourself? That sound like a challenge. Like you want to get out there and hoop with us.
Yeah, we balling.
Okay.
Yeah, Charlie Holmes scored about 32 points a game, 17 rebounds, and 8 assists.
You need to be the league then, sir.
This is just a younger me, man. He lying. I don't do no hooping, man. But shit, what singles you bring through here, man?
Well, the newest one actually just dropped. What's today? Friday? It's Tuesday. So I got a new single called One Time. It's dropped, produced by Rick Code. And surprisingly, it's actually growing pretty quick.
Yeah.
Pretty quick. Twitter's going crazy, so that's always a good sign. So
sounds like we need to get into that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Let's get into that single, then we're going to come right back talk more about some music, and get into motherfucking Jay.
Turn up.
Who you said produce that again?
My boy Rick Cole out of Fort Worth.
Yeah, y'all did some good work, man.
Right down.
Come for that track.
That's the newest one.
Yeah. One time. Yeah, I fuck with it.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, fucks with it.
Straight for the point. Turn up.
Yeah. They go. You know I gotta keep that in rotation, man.
Yeah, please.
Shit, they like, oh yeah, man, you ain't gotta add. You get tired of a nigga tagging you over there, man.
That's cool. I mean, my retweet game tough, so you good.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. Damn.
Say.
That nigga got a cult.
About 20 times today. My phone was vibrating.
Yeah. Good boy, that network, man.
I'm going crazy.
Networking fool.
And the more that happens, the more, I mean, it's just, I don't know, they just be the girls, man. You know how they do.
Already. Girls.
Quite a bit of girls in there, so they
I look at it, man. That nigga that got a glow in his eye when he talking about the girls.
Hey man, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's just you just can't help yourself.
You gotta do pull up and jam some of that shit, you winning.
Hey man, can't never have just one.
Yeah, man. Shit.
We know Dillinger. We know.
Oh yeah, he's Dillinger's a porn star on the side for those who don't know.
Already. Slash rapper, you know what I'm saying?
many talents.
Well, shit, who are some other producers you work with?
I got a homie named Kashawn Moore, aka Has on the Beat. He produced Play On, which is actually one of my biggest songs.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
And so Oyeneye, he produced On Me. Just a couple. I really keep it. I don't really work with too many people. So I can come through and build relationships with certain people that I vibe with, and then from there we just keep it kind of in house. About 3 or 4 producers.
Really? Really trying to build a quality sound.
Yeah, relationship is always good to build a relationship because when you jump around, sometimes a lot of people don't really understand your sound. A lot of people try to dictate what you want,
try
what
to
they
tell
want
you
to sound like,
yeah.
what's better. And you got some people that you can build with who kind of let you just do you and kind of understand where you're coming from with as artists rather than coach all the time. So.
Really?
Yeah.
You work with any artists?
Yeah. Actually, I have a few that I've worked with. I got something in the works with Fat Pimp actually.
Really?
Pretty cool. Yeah. He told me we're gonna work with something pretty soon. So, but it's right now I got Merk. He's on Me. But as far as features, I mean, right now I don't have too many.
Yeah.
I'm trying to brand myself as much as I can. So I think once I grab some more ears, I think I'll start doing a feature thing.
That's how true artists work.
Yeah.
I can dig that. Man. I dig your work ethic. Yeah.
For sure.
Really?
Being from Louisiana, what do you think about the sounds of Dallas?
I like it. Louisiana's a dance. We like to dance.
Yeah,
we have dance music. So
G.
yeah, right. So anytime universally, anytime you hear music that makes you want to dance, we gonna dance. So I appreciate Dallas music for what it's been for me.
Yeah.
So as for what I know about it. So
What part of Shreveport you from?
a place called Country Club Hills.
Yeah.
Which is right. If anybody's ever watched the A-Bay, what is it, the Hurricane Chris video?
Yeah.
A-Bay. He was in the performance scene. If you look in the background, it says Country Club in the orange letters on the white banister. That's like literally a block down from where I live.
Really?
Where I'm from. So Country Club Hill right there.
Yeah, we had Vegas Red in here. He also from Shreveport too. Yeah, I want to say from how we say
Queensboro.
I want to say.
Queensboro, yeah, I know that's
Shout out to Big Cuz from Hollywood. If he's tuned in, yeah. So Shreveport is like shit, our second home. Shit, we like to go gamble and drink for free.
No, because they out there.
Yeah.
Put your pants up though, because they out there arresting you now for.
they're strong. Huh?
Yeah, you pants saying they gonna.
Oh yeah, they put. Oh man.
They might. I mean, you know how things going right now. They do anything.
Man,
Hope you don't get shot for saying.
hey, man.
Where's shit going? Huh?
Hands up.
You see this nigga shot for saying?
Right, hey, true.
Hey, it might happen.
Regulate everything.
Man, I won't get to this little subject right now.
Let's get to it.
If it's cool with you to talk about it, since we're on the brink of this case that's going on in St. Louis. What's your bless you. What you feel about what's going on right now?
As far as Mike Brown situation,
Yeah.
honestly, from what I've seen so far, I've seen kind of both sides of the fence. But I will say this, from what I understand, according to what I've seen, long story short, he did what he did in the store, whatever, took the cigars, whatnot. But I don't think that I've never seen anybody take cigars or rob a store, and the first thought of action is lethal force. So I've been arrested many times, and for things, and they weren't trying to shoot me. So and I mean I think that he was wrong for what he did, but the punishment was definitely
Cruel.
Yeah, I mean to take someone's life because he took some cigars, and according to what I saw today, the officer that even that responded to him robbing the store was not the same officer that shot and killed him. The officer shot and killed him, according to the police chief, who said that his mouth, he didn't even know about Mike Brown robbing the store. He was going there because he was stopping him because he was walking in the street. So essentially, you were shot down for walking in the street, not even for the cigar. That was unrelated at that point. So I think that's just the way of them covering it up. They'll put out the video of him doing what he did, but then they'll release the name of the officer, but not the photo of him.
Yeah, I didn't see.
So we can see Mike Brown. We know Mike Brown.
Yeah,
we can't see
he
him.
thugging.
So yeah, it's a lot. I disagree with. I think it was definitely over unnecessary. Yeah, most definitely. 10 times.
Yeah.
Not only shooting somebody, he shot a cat 10 times.
Well, they shot him 10 times, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, bro.
Yeah.
He shot in the face twice.
Got shot in the
8
face.
times and then shot him in the back.
His brain was on the
and then left him uncovered for hours. Most of the time they get a white sheet, they cover you, or they get you out of there as quickly as possible. There was no EMS. Why you see so many photos of his body laying in the street bleeding?
His uncle actually.
When do you ever see that? Normally they try to blur or they cover to do something. You got kids walking down the street and you got a dead body in the middle of the street for hours on end, with no respect for even it's a lot to that. Yeah. So, and to be honest with you, at 24, me being a black male,
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm walking down the street with my homies, you know what I mean? Do we have to worry about that now? My mom always talks about that. So it's kind of crazy to really see how the world really works.
Yeah. Shit's crazy, man. I heard that they didn't have no homicides in Ferguson until he got killed in a city that 70% black. Which I know you coming from Shreveport.
70% is that's the whole city back.
Shit.
One little corner of everybody else, but 70% is everybody. So you would think that.
Yeah, it's going down.
Yeah, walking in the street. I walk in the street all the time.
Yeah, all day.
And he said he was blocking traffic in a residential area.
People just walking.
It's so much because there's so much traffic coming down your street when you live. Oh man. So much traffic, it's just ridiculous. You know, so many cars, you know, in the neighborhood. It's just, you know, you're blocking so many people. Yeah, blocking traffic.
That's crazy. Maybe you need to make a song about something like this, man.
Yeah, man, that'll probably put me a whole different lane. I have a whole different fan base then.
Yeah.
I have to make records about like revolutionary stuff from now on. Any type of, you know, thing in the news, I had to stay upon it. So.
Yeah.
Stay where I'm at.
Yeah.
I think I'm good where I'm at right now.
Nah, you good, but you know it might
I mean, I can incorporate something though. You know,
yeah.
I'm definitely whether
because you got a following, bro.
I mean, yeah, and whether I want to, you know, accept it or not, I'm definitely a part of the problem. I mean, I am a young black male, and that's exactly what the issue is. And when it comes down to it, that's the problem they have, is that we black and we males. Yeah. So I mean, essentially, me speaking on it wouldn't be stepping out of my lane necessarily.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the part issue is that point blank, it should never been no firing like that at all. Excessive force, could just walk across the street, bro. Yeah. You telling me I could walk across the street, you know what I'm saying? They say he was jaywalking. This is what they said, was jaywalking. But
had his hands up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
had his hands up.
They said
bro.
the first shot he shot, it was a warning shot. Then he shot again at him and he hit him. And he said once he hit him, Mike Brown was hit. Mike Brown, he thought he stopped and he put his hands up. And if anybody knows what the police carry, it's a 9mm. When you shoot somebody 10 times with a 9mm, there's only so many bullets in that clip.
Overkill.
10 bullets is 11 bullets in the clip usually, from what I think, if I'm not mistaken. I know there's either 10, maybe 12 max. But when you let off 10 shots, the whole clip.
Yeah.
For any reason at all, whether you jaywalk, I don't care what it is, the whole clip, you're trying to kill whoever it is that you busting at for any reason. You could come to your house, whatever. You let off 10 shots, that's the whole thing.
He had a boy like Al Qaeda or some shit, man.
Don't shoot no more after that. but check this out. Just a couple of days ago on my block, there was a white dude with an AK-47. You hear him busting at the
in Plano.
Yeah, Wild State, right there. He was busting at the
fireman or something. Yeah, I heard about it.
This is an AK-47. This is not a 9mm. This is an assault rifle. This is what you use for war. This is to really do some damage. You come at anybody with an AK, you come in to chop the whole building up.
Yeah.
Whoever's in there is gone. He's in jail.
Alive.
In jail. Eating 3 meals a day, showering, doing whatever. Alive. Dude had an AK. Where you even get an AK from? That's an assault rifle. And this dude is unarmed. It was, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
That dude can walk around busting that. Yeah, man, get locked up. And this dude is walking down the street and get shot.
Bro was shooting at them. So they had the right to murder him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, AK-41.
Yeah, bro.
Now, do you feel like it's kind of like, I'm going to say it, but I want to get your input on it, be your input on it. Do you feel like the police like it's killer season on black people?
I think it's always been that. I think it's just like anything. Even like when you about to jump and fight somebody, all it takes is somebody pop it off. If he swing, if anybody swing, everybody gonna go. So I think it's always been that. I just think it took somebody to just again pop it off. And now that it's began, you see a lot more. You see a lot more of that. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, you see a lot more police brutality coming to the forefront because people are gonna start watching more closely. And you got some officers that care and some that don't. But
it's just the beginning, so you think it's gonna be?
Yeah, I've had a homie get pulled over in his driveway. Got arrested in his driveway. And check this out, he got arrested in his driveway for and the officer said that back at the stop sign at the neighborhood, he stopped over the white stripe. He didn't stop behind it. Yeah. And then something about they had been watching his truck for a while, So whatever it was, in his driveway, man, it was in the house.
That's the first time I heard that.
Yeah.
Really? Your own house, man? I mean, come on, that's your
Round Rock, Texas. Shout y'all out for that.
I would have got out of my car and walked in the house.
That's exactly what we did. But legally, if I'm not actually physically in the house by the time he's making contact with me, we couldn't really.
Was the car off already? Did the car always got turned off before he pulled up?
All that.
It wasn't nothing he could do.
He sure did.
Once the keys is off and in your pocket, you could have got out that car and car wasn't even running.
Unfortunately, man, nothing we could do.
Yeah, true that, because we're the wrong skin color.
Exactly.
So we're
the wrong skin color?
We're the wrong skin
No,
color.
we're not the wrong skin color.
Stop it, man.
Don't say that.
Hey, it is what it is. You know what?
We the wrong skin color?
We're the wrong.
To them, yes.
For them, yes.
Say that. Don't say we the wrong skin color like God made a mistake.
About, man.
I
But you
mean,
ain't saying
no. I ain't taking it out of context. I'm saying what you said. You said we the wrong skin. I love my skin, baby.
Mine either, but we still the wrong skin color for this country.
Well, it's out of fear. You gotta understand, they intimidated by us, man. They
always have been.
Right. They don't understand, and therefore they can't control. Anything they can't control, they're gonna try to control out of fear.
Yeah.
The biggest, and I always tell people, not to whatever. I mean, the biggest fear in America is a black man succeeding. That's like that's their worst thing. And they don't want us with their women, nothing. Everything. We are just like despised. And the moment you are able to succeed in their realm, it just burns them up, hurts them, can't stand it. You know what I mean? So I think it's just fear. They just fear and jealous in all aspects, and I mean that in all aspects, physically and all that. We can, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things that we can do that they can't do, and they feel. You know what I mean? It's true. Real talk.
No BS.
We dominate in a lot of important areas. You know what I'm saying? And so therefore, that affects them. Some kind of way.
What's really killing them now, we're starting to dominate them in places that we haven't ever.
Right.
Dominating before.
You know, we starting to get into their Fortune 500s. We starting to take those over now, because we're
not
getting
just
more
athletes
grown and
anymore.
more educated.
Yeah, we billionaires
You know,
now. Yeah, signing. You know what I mean? Apple deals with
They
Apple
could never do
and stuff
nothing in
like
sports. We're taking over hockey now. What's left for them?
They don't want. Sport we dominate.
We taking over hockey?
We got blacks in hockey now, brother.
Blacks or blacks?
Blacks.
Niggas.
Niggas on ice.
Leroy and Junebug. Ready to start a fight.
Little Roscoe.
Yeah.
Oh man, goddamn.
But they skate like each other, waiting for something to start.
Fast on the skates and quick to hit you in the head.
Yeah.
But the funny thing about it is, man, people fail to realize too, as wrongly as we're treated, we're also the most emulated and the most copied.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Who started wearing their hats backwards? Who started that? You know what I'm saying?
We did.
Now you see all races wearing their hats backwards. You see all races love rap and recite Lil Wayne lyrics or whatever. We're the most prominent music. We may not make the most money necessarily, but we're definitely the most popping.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We influence the world, and they can't stand it. Their kids listen to us. Yeah, Chief Keef and all that. He's this, he's that. But your little 13-year-old son up there up in the big old 5-bedroom house up there jamming.
Making a little whole video.
They can't stand it because they can't stop it.
Yeah.
So they do things like this to bring an end to things, but they can't stop it. Man. We already in the White House. That was a dagger right there.
Trying to intimidate us, man.
They don't want us to win, dog. Because if we win, we didn't win.
Yeah.
So.
Boy, speaking truth over here, man. You been from the boot though, man. Yeah. You experienced that a lot?
Yes and no. Where I'm from, everybody the same, so we good. But well, like I said in Round Rock, that being a suburb, it's kind of like a Frisco. Yeah. So tattoos and stuff, they don't look at that as on some gang stuff or whatever it is. Drink you. So out there, like I said, the driveway there.
Yeah.
I went to jail too.
Yeah.
So he had his baby with him and everything. His baby was one everything to me. Luckily we were at the house, so the baby go right in the house with. But yeah, so I've been a victim of that because we didn't stop over the.
Fucking me up over here, man.
I mean, speaking real shit though.
Yeah, man. Let's get back to the music though. Back to the music, man. Play on.
Yeah.
What
we got play on.
Yeah.
What you talking about in that, man?
This is a deep one, man. Play on is basically, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had a girlfriend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is at the time where I was like, you know what? All right, cool. All the girls alone. I'm finna just chill.
That one?
Yeah, I'm like, that one, right? And to be honest with you, it wasn't even that one, dog. You ever got with a chick that was fine enough to where you were just like, you know what? Okay, check this out. Whatever she comes with, I'm gonna just deal with because
she's that bad.
Always on point. She's there. So that I was younger. So I was like, you know what, whatever. I'm just gonna deal with whatever comes with it. She fine, cool.
Yeah.
Wrong choice. So long story short, she ended up having a baby on me with mine. Yeah, she never told me. I found out when he was 9 months old. I just randomly did like she's tripping about Twitter and like crazy stuff. And so I'm thinking, if we baby mom, baby daddy now, you should be tripping on this. We locked in. So I did a little cotton thing, whatever cotton swab, pulled a little curtain.
Pop the baby mouse.
These hoes is not loyal, man.
Back and mind you, my whole family is wrapped up in it. You know what I'm saying? This is the first kid. I'm 21, son. My grandmother thinks she's a great grandmother. My mom, everybody, 9 months. We spending money, time, all that. Nope. She lying. So, dirty bitch. So what a song about it?
Dirty bitch. What's the next song, man? God damn. Hit the flow. I bet that bitch. I bet you won't hit that bitch hit the flow after that.
Hit the flow. It's straight. If you can twerk, this is for you.
We got some twerk music. Yes, sir. What's that?
Young twerkers.
Twerkers.
I support twerk movement. Twerk away.
Let's get on to that play on, man, and then we're gonna hit the flow.
You hit the floor with that twerk.
And we're gonna come back.
Yeah, we live, man. That young twerker music. Twerkers. Ladies, if you hear this, just drop it. Drop it.
Immediately.
Dollars included.
Immediately.
Twerk music, man.
As quickly as you can drop it.
The Dick Diligence is on the way. Just best believe that.
Nigga wanna hog all the puss.
Say, man.
You wanna hog all the puss.
I want the whole thing in my hand, man. Yo, man. Hit the flow jamming, though, bro.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
I like that. Who did the beat on that one?
My homeboy Countdown.
That's straight.
Man, that's a pretty old song, too, man. That was a few years ago.
Man, he did some little numbers on the last end of the bad boy, man. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Say, Jim.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Your style, bro. You got that shit that get the club rocking, man. The party type, you know what I'm saying?
But I always wanted it to be like, I don't know. I like making party music, but not necessarily. I like the feeling of it. I don't necessarily like the simplicity of it.
Yeah.
So I try to make it a little more sellable, I guess you could say, a little more enjoyable rather than just, man, the beat is tight, but you talking about it. I mean, it's kind of like whether I am or I'm not. You know, the type of music I make, I kind of get away with it. I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Make the crowd jump.
Right, because I've heard many tracks where the beat tight, but yeah, who's just on the and so whenever I try to make sure that my flow, my delivery, and everything matches the energy of the track, whatever track I'm on.
Yeah.
Just want to get the crowd moving, feel the energy, feel the vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Right, because one thing I've learned about this, the crowd, if the beat is good and your delivery is good and your flow is good, then they don't necessarily care about the lyrics, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But and they don't notice. But the only time they notice that you're not lyrically good or you suck is when you deliver it horribly. There are a lot of rappers who don't talk about absolutely anything. But the way they deliver and the way they put it kind of gives you like a pass. It's easy on the ear. So it's like, yeah, regardless if you're talking about anything or not, it sounds good. But if it does not sound good, notice how quickly you can pick up on if you like it or not. I don't like it. He's tight, but he's whack.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who be this type.
Oh, yeah, we can name a whole lot of them.
Yeah, we get that.
Yeah, all day.
Right.
Exactly.
But you winning. You winning.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I got a lot. I'm back in the studio heavy now, so I got a couple more records on the way.
You got a project you working on?
Not really, man. I'm just really just making music at this point. I've always, since the beginning, I've always been like real calculated and formulated by everything I do. And right now I'm in a place where I like, you kind of lose the fun in it when you plan and calculate so much all the time. What has to be this, it has to be that, it has to be. And essentially making music needs to be fun. You're supposed to enjoy it. And so
my cousin always say that.
Right. And so if and when I feel like putting out a project or calling it a project, I will. But as far as like coming up with this grand scheme of rolling out and packaging everything, look, I'm gonna put out the music. I'm gonna let it do what it does. Your music can speak for us. There's a lot of guys who just throw a song up. When you look at Bobby Shmurda with the Hot League, he didn't have no long, crazy mixtape and what he's gonna do and get his all haircut right image. He made the music. He had fun with it. Shot a video with his friends. Look at it. It's natural. It's organic. It was him and his friends having fun on a beat that was given to him by Jalil B. So it wasn't no calculated, formulated, or And I think sometimes we get so caught up in that part that we forget to have fun with the music, and this is essentially about the music. So that's what one time is. One time is just like, listen, have a good time. Whatever it is, just turn up.
Yeah, one boy taking it to the true essence.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my partners was like, what they say, I ain't super lyrical. Homie, I don't need to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right.
But you got some artists that approach works. Kanye West, who's very serious, very passionate about the way he does things, and some of them, for me, I've never been serious about, a lot. I've always just kind of take things lightly. And with music, it's the same way. I'm not going to, put myself in a position where it's forced and I have to. I gotta make this song, I gotta make it by this and by the end and package it this way. Listen, whenever I feel like making it's gonna drop. If I wanna hold on to it, I will. If I wanna drop it. But for now, we're just gonna flood them with him.
Yeah. Single after single.
Boom, boom,
bang,
boom.
bang, bang.
Every time you look up something. Because it's been so long. My career, I've definitely sporadically dropped things. And there would be records that would keep me going and other things, but I've never done the whole flood you. Wow, you just, you know what I mean? So now I think it's time for me to just really give them more than just, the swag and a song here or there. It's time to really give them some real music. A lot of it.
So who would you like to work with, man, in the game?
Major or indie? Or
It can be indie, it can be major. I mean, it's up your choice.
Chris Brown. Drake, for sure. And that's just from a business standpoint, that's from a musical standpoint, that's just a win. Period.
Yeah.
You get Drake on your record, you have won. We were talking about that earlier. Who else?
Indie, let's go indie.
Let's go indie. I'm gonna say, I think, who do I like that's indie, man? I like a lot of indie artists. But see, it's weird because who I would work with, let me think. That's a tough one, man. I haven't thought about that actually. I've never thought about indie, who I'm really a fan of, independent, that I would actually work with, because a lot of the music I'm fans of is completely different from what I make.
Yeah.
Gucci Mane and those guys, all that, Pee Wee Longway, all those guys.
Yeah.
I would work with them, but I'm more of a fan of what they do than more so putting it with what I do.
Yeah.
So indie, I didn't think about that.
Already.
Yeah, there's so many indie
But
cats out there.
but if you make good music as an indie artist, I mean, good music, I'm not a hater. If you make good music, I don't care what your name is. If you make good music and it sounds good and we can create together, then we can create a name.
Yeah.
The music will do that for itself.
Really.
Let the music speak for yourself. It's from the heart, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. You got guys, Drake dropped a song on Twitter and shut the whole Twitter down. No plan, no rollout, just drop it. Whatever. Days in the East came out and I remember Twitter was going crazy. It's the epitome of just like the music. To make a song, know what? Yeah.
So, yeah, I think he.
Where would you like to go?
Where would you like to go?
I want to go to McDonald's, man.
Whataburger, actually. This is Whataburger so quick.
Shout out to Whataburger. I said we promote
Hey, they follow me on Twitter.
Whataburger follow you on goddamn Twitter.
They got a screenshot. I said something like, I said something to them, because they've been following me. I said something like, man, go to Whataburger. And they were like, yeah, well, come on through. We'd be happy to have you. Cool. Shout out
to Whataburger.
Yeah,
Hey, man, I love that shout out.
appreciate it.
Hey, man. What? Hey, baby.
My shit.
Personal
Say
room,
my
man.
shit, man.
Personal room,
No
man.
matter, man. I don't be talking to that goddamn son. This is off the camera. Hey, and this nigga here, man, hey, this nigga stay playing with the 98 motherfucking Bulls, bro. That shit's cheating, bro. Ain't it cheating, bro? Come on, my nigga. 72 and 10.
I got beat
72 and 10.
What that supposed to be?
Hold on. No, let him talk. Let the guest speak.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. In a sense, it's cheap. Right.
It's cheap.
Not only is that, right? You gotta play with the current roster. Look, you gotta test the knowledge of the nigga. So you know a nigga gonna play with 98 Bulls. Nigga know the whole team. You watch them play. You know who can do what. Play with the current rosters. Challenge your skills. You need to find out who can do what now. You know what I'm saying? I can get you with it.
Challenge your skills, man.
When the Spurs take out Tony Parker, you got no Kawhi Leonard and the rest of these guys there. Danny Green, all these guys. You can't just play with 98 Bulls because you know who can do. It's not fair.
For the record, I'm not a Spurs fan.
But you can't.
We know you're a 98 Bulls fan.
Who the defending champions? Who the defending champions?
Spurs.
I don't like the Spurs either, but you can. That's like saying that's like saying I don't like Dre. But on paper, look.
Guess what?
This number one.
I still like Spurs.
Number one. You
I'm a
got
Dallas fan.
Then why don't you play with Dallas, nigga?
I have before. I play with different teams. I just like the Bulls.
Look, man.
I cannot know with Jordan.
Every time
I cannot know with Jordan, though.
The goal is to win the game.
oh, okay.
Right, so, y'all vote his not a
Here you go.
Is that gonna win the game? No. He's gonna win the game. So although you can say
Fire him up.
You would win. That'd be more important than the love for you. Love a team, but look, we try to win. LeBron did it.
Then he went back home.
Love for him, but check this out.
Nigga got skinny.
He go back home and do this like this. Same thing. He got Den, he got a couple new niggas on the team, so he ready.
Yeah, they think he Kevin Durant.
You seen Carmelo?
He's
Man, he on that slim slow down.
But no, he more like muscular. He more like
Yeah.
tone with it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
He didn't hit. Okay, what these niggas doing, man? Who giving
Try to
like
get more speed.
Yeah, because you know the second half of your career, you can't beat 260 at 36, 35. You can't beat running up and down.
Put that on camera.
this nigga is soliciting himself.
That's a hell of a price. How?
24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Gigolos need love too.
They sure do.
Hey, Boris Day at a time.
Say, nigga need to redo that shit. Prince would have a fit.
Man.
Yeah, Prince don't play that shit about remaking his shit, but on the low, nigga need to make that Gigolos
Right
love.
about now, he'll let you.
You know how
Try to out the ass.
Hands for it,
Hey,
yeah.
it's gonna be a couple bands. For him, it's gonna be a couple briefcases.
Prince, shit. Shit. Then you gotta purify yourself with a lace of Minnetonka. God damn, Prince. Shit. That's some crazy ass shit, man.
Brain.
Oh man.
Hell of a
I
movie.
don't know, man. God damn. We done touched on the music. We done touched on the bullshit going on with the police.
Chicago,
What future ventures you got going on, man?
Man, more music, more shows. Speaking of shows, I got a actually got a show tomorrow, man, in Oklahoma City. This is my first action. I don't know if my first. Is it my first? Show wise, like headline action performance, yes, it's my first.
Oh man, say a round of applause for the homie, man. A round of applause for the homie, man.
So that's tomorrow.
And he going out the state.
So excited about that. And so that's tomorrow, and so we and I'm debuting one time. And if we could, I don't know if we can, but I want to play it one more time.
We can do what you want to do, nigga. Show shit take over.
Yeah, you know, hey, tomorrow I debut it live in front of a bunch of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, I've never been to Oklahoma City. Shout out to Oklahoma City and all the girls.
Oh, you never been
And
over.
shout out to all the girls that been hitting me up on Twitter from Oklahoma City. Ever since they announced I was coming, they been all in my DMs.
Brother.
And going crazy. And so hopefully we can see what goes on out there.
Boy, you finna be in a whole heap of trouble.
What's this?
The man's single, brother.
That's what I'm saying. You gonna be in
He's not in no trouble.
No, not that type of trouble.
What kind of trouble is that? Well, how is that trouble?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of trouble.
He's about to know anything. What you want to?
Man, just get your TP and be cool with it.
Huh?
Because you're in Oklahoma
You going
City,
with
you know
it?
what I'm saying? That's the land of the Indians.
Yeah, those smoke
Get your
signals.
TP, let them in,
You go-
let them out.
It's the smoke signals and everything.
So, man, you need a hype man, bro.
Really hype man?
Do you need a hype man?
Oh, we need to play the
I've
play.
studied the music, bro.
Sloppy Joe say he got it.
Sloppy Joe say he got it.
Tonight. We still ready?
Ready to go?
I'm ready, bro. Wow. I see it. So you got it. Yep, you're ready. That's what I want, my friend. We
That's
all ready.
crazy.
Shit, nigga, do you need security?
Man, you know, hey, your boys right
Oh, shit. He got that one.
$200 an hour, man.
You ain't said nothing.
So I'm gonna go out there and turn up one time.
Oh, shout out to Oklahoma City, man.
Man, big shout out to Oklahoma City.
Yeah, man, I know you gonna rock that. We're gonna get back into that single, man. Well, before we do that,
Throw your contacts.
throw your contacts, Twitter,
Instagram.
shit, all that.
Twitter.com/Jhase Kennedy. That's JhaseKennedy. Instagram @Jhase Kennedy. SoundCloud Jhase Kennedy. All the same thing. So Jhase, if you want, no like cocky stuff, you just Google it. If you want, if you type my name, it'll pull up on all of you. Just do your thing. All the links right there. So,
Yeah.
And he cannot accept no more friends on Facebook. He has over 5,000.
You tried to add me?
I did.
Yeah, unfortunately, and I've tried to delete people, man, but I don't have time to sit there and delete like a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to do it to where I can like delete like 500. Really, like add people who really like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right now I got a bunch of friend requests just kind of sitting there.
Hit the fan page.
Yeah.